Alien!
Hi, morning everyone, morning. Welcome to the stream, welcome back to Satisfactory. Right, I'm going to give today a go streaming. I've been advised not to work in my other job at the moment by the hospital. They don't want me lifting and shifting and things at the moment until the physio has seen me, or they can work and adapt what they need to do. So I'm going to try and give it a go today. I don't know if I'll do a full stream. It might get a bit much. Having my Beth lowered the desk the other day for me. I've got a better armrest here. See if that helps with my arm position and things. So let's give it a go. Let's see how we go. I ended up in the urgent care at one of our local hospitals on Saturday, and the doctor has basically put my painkillers through the roof. I was on 250 milligrams once a day. Now I am on 500 milligrams twice a day. So I've literally gone up by 750 milligrams on those painkillers. I've just chased the physio as per her advice. Chased them this morning. They've asked me to ring back tomorrow afternoon, and then ring up daily from then onwards to see if there's any quick appointments, cancellations they can get me in. Because at the moment there isn't. But we'll see how we go. There is no arm position that is the most comfortable for me at the moment. So, because apparently it's the tendons in my shoulder and my upper arm around here. There's something wrong with those, it's not being caused by my other job, so I've not done it as it's not like a work-related injury. So we'll just have to see. So after all that yabbering on, hello, welcome. I didn't stream on Saturday. I do apologise about that. But I wanted to try and rest over the weekend. Alright, we got a small rubber and plastics up and running, didn't we, on Friday, as well as finishing off the road and rail. So that's all done. I'm going to have to try and rip this down and get that up and running in a better factory. I don't know whether to do it here or do it over in the grassy fields. Ooh, plastic. We'll get you. That might be everything we need. I forgot I was standing on top of it. So we'll see, we'll see. Oh, and yes, sorry, I forgot to mention, because while the music was on, thank you for your resub, tier 1, at 64 months now. What's that? 5 years, 4 months. Wow. Thank you so much. You've been here since near the beginning. Thank you. What's that giving us?
Milestone reached. Pipelines and pipeline pumps can now be upgraded to Mark II. They are like Mark I, but better. Pipes seem to be objects of fascination to humans. In fact, there are recorded instances of humans doing nothing but thinking about pipes for hours.
That could be a good one to get next. Okay. Just raise that a touch there. See what that helps. Okay. That we've got the motors already. We'll get those in. Oh, I can't until it comes back, can I? Okay. So it's the first time I've properly sat down at the computer since Friday, so just trying to find a good, relaxing position that helps. Right. Let's have a look. What have we got in this area? Okay. What have we got? What have we got? Close off. Resource nodes. Iron. There's lots in the grassy fields and there's lots here, so I can do it either. Okay. Oh, what's happened there? Okay, so we could do it here, we could do it down here. Ooh, I'm starting to feel very warm. Okay. And what is really good when it comes to recipes? Let's have a look. Ahoy, ahoy, Telber Hamster. How are you? Giving the streaming a go at the moment. Thank you for the well wishes over the weekend. Let's have a look. What have we got for... Okay, we'll see what we can get done. I'm a bit tired. It's only temporary. I know that feeling because I've been racking about 4 hours, 5 hours sleep at the moment. I keep waking up overnight because of my arm. It's not good when you feel tired. Just trying to think of some things. What the heck? Electromagnetic control rods? I can't even make those at the moment. Okay, we need a status. We need roast. Okay. Steel pipes and quick wire for that. Steel pipes and normal wire for that. Then we combine them to make that. Steel pipes are in there. Quick wires over there. I have to empty all this out. This is going to give us a hell of a lot of points. To strip all this out. Let's get all that stripped down. Morning, Sheldon. Still very, very sore. I'm just going to give it a go today and see how I am. I don't know if I'll do a full stream. I don't know if I'll do a short stream. I'm just going to see how I go. So I ended up in the urgent care walk-in on Saturday. Look distances up if people want, but I took myself to the urgent care walk-in. I took myself on the bus to the urgent care walk-in because I couldn't drive. Manual car, too painful. And I messaged Beth to say I'd gone to the urgent care walk-in because I wasn't in work, so I didn't want Beth coming home and thinking, "Oh my God, where's Dad?" So Beth had spoke to Laura on the phone, and Laura and her fiance actually jumped in the car and came down. They drove an hour because they didn't want me getting the bus back after it'd been seen. Which was nice of them and very caring. But the doctor there has basically said that they don't want me working until either I have seen the physio and the physio has said what I can and can't do, or work can adapt to me not lifting or pulling or pushing or anything else with my left arm. Seeing as though I work in click and collect, and they got all the trays and things like that, the only thing I could possibly do in that department is stand outside with the customers and someone else gets all the trays, which I don't know if they'll do that. So I'm going to have to wait and see. Rang the physio this morning to chase them up. They've asked me to ring back tomorrow to see if there's any cancellations and things. And the doctor at the hospital has taken me from 1 250 milligram tablet a day to on my pain. They stopped the painkillers that were prescribed to me by the GP's nurse because he said that's not strong enough and doesn't work the way I need it to, and upped me from my long-term painkiller from 250 milligram once a day to 500 milligrams twice a day. The doctor stopped me strapping it up. I did have a strap on it. I had my arm like that, as per doctors, GP doctors, hospital doctor told me not to strap it up because I'll end up with a frozen shoulder because it's the tendons here, down here, and my shoulder had already dropped a little bit. The doctor told me in the hospital not to strap it up. I'll end up with a frozen shoulder. But I did have a sling It's in the other room at the moment. Took me a long time to find it. Flipping heck, Boots and other pharmacies didn't have slings. But yeah, I had my arm strapped up for. I was told on Friday to strap it up after a telephone consultation after I'd gone to meet Beth, and then Saturday evening while I was in the hospital centre, they told me not to strap it up because I'll end up with a frozen shoulder. But I had a big strap. I've got it in the other room. Blooming big thing it was as well. Give me a second. Well, it was. What a big thing. And when your arm like that, with this strap up and around your back, all velcroed and everything. One thing though, with it all being the way it was and how thick that looks, it was actually quite cool. It wasn't too hot on the arm. It was just bleeming awkward. Yeah, well, the telephone one on... When I met Beth at the train station, Beth wasn't happy with the way I looked. She said, the way you walk and the way you sort of hunched over and the look in your face and things like that, I can tell you're in pain. And I said to her, yeah. I said, you know, every step I took, you know, I could feel it in my shoulder and my arm. So we walked from the train station, only about 4 minutes from the train station, to little like retail park near there, and she got me a coffee and that, and then said to me, you know, why don't you ring the doctors just to see what they say? So I rang the doctors when we were in a quiet spot, just asked for some advice, and the nurse said the other doctors were full, but the doctor on call was actually stuck in someone's house as well at the moment. So she'll get a nurse to call me back, and I ended up with one of the GP nurses that she said she was also trauma trained. She basically took me through a lot of questions and that, and said that she wanted me to get a sling, strap my arm up, and basically if there was any issues over the weekend, go to the walk-in centre at one of the hospitals. So I said about my local hospitals, A&E, and she said don't even go to A&E. She said you will end up stuck in A&E at the moment for about 24 hours. She said it's absolutely ridiculous. If you go the walk-in, you'll be seen within like 2 to 3 hours. So I ended up Saturday, I was toughing it out during the day, and Helen was in and out between her calls, and no matter what position I had the sling in, no matter what position I had my arm in, it was just very, very painful, to the point that you could feel the pain. The pain was making the back of my headache, but when I looked up that, they sometimes said pain can give you a bit of a headache, so I wasn't overly concerned. But I said to Helen, I'm going to have to go to walk, and she said, well, if you didn't suggest it, I was. but I couldn't drive there. So I ended up walking down and got the bus there. Looking at all the fields and the cows on the way past just to try and distract myself. And when you get to the walk-in, the receptionist was great, but when you get to see the triage nurse, the one thing I always hate them asking, and it's one of those questions that makes you feel as if, you know, are they thinking, am I, you know, what's going on? What are they thinking? Because one of the things they say to you is, when what's okay with you? What's up? So you tell them what's going on, and then they look at you and say, well, what do you want us to do? And I just said to them, I said, I just want you to look at it and help me. You know, and I said to Laura when they were giving me a lift back, I said, I hate that question. What do you want us to do? I said, it makes you feel as if, okay, you know, like, do they think I'm making it up? Do they think I'm just after some fussing? You know, it's a horrible question. So right at this moment, one of my painkillers is being upped from 250 milligrams a day to 1,000 milligrams a day. And the physio department, as of this morning, has asked me to ring back tomorrow and said they don't mind me ringing up if I have to ring up daily. Because I just rang them and said, look, I've been advised by the urgent treatment centre to walk in to, ring you up and chase, you know, my appointments and that. Because they don't want me working until either the physio has told me what I can and can't do, or work is able to adapt what I do. So I'm in limbo at the moment, folks. Right, that's getting emptied out. Oh, we emptied steel out, didn't we, the other day? So this is empty now. Yeah, it's been an interesting weekend. So this is the first time I've probably sat at the computer since Friday, so if I keep fidgeting, it's because I'm just trying to find a better angle for my arm. I always thought when they did that asthma exams, they had to do breath flow test as well. So I don't know how they do that over the phone. Tell them to go and buy a blow tube. I could imagine my response to that. I mean, I was a bit peeved when I was told, obviously. I mean, I was made up. The nurse that actually spoke to me on the phone on Friday, I felt was a lot better than the nurse that I physically saw on Tuesday. I mean, not knocking. I mean, they do. Everyone does a great job, but you know, you do get one or two. I mean, my regular viewers know about the person I saw at the Royal ones, but that's completely different. That's being done and sorted. Anyway, rambling. But I was a bit put off when you know, like, we want you to strap your arm up, okay. You know, if I come into the doctor's, will you be able to give me something for that? Oh, you'll be able to get it for me, like local pharmacy and things like that. Okay. No, you can't. My GP pharmacy does not have them. Boots does not. Well, my local Boots anyway does not have them. Allied pharmacy, no. Tesco pharmacy, no. Do you know where we ended up getting it from? Argos. Tell me I can get it from local pharmacy when the local pharmacy does not have them. Of all places, that I thought Boots at least. How are we doing getting everything unloaded? What? Why you stop? You stop. Why you stop? Why you stop? Come over this way. Come over this way. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, okay. So it's a nice sunny day today that I have the blinds fully open and the back door for the kissies to come and go as they please. Yeah, unfortunately we can't do that for our kissy, but it is a lovely sunny day. You can probably see the wall behind me. I've got the curtains half closed behind me, just so it doesn't blind out the webcam. But it does feel, it is nice. I don't know what the temperature is, but I feel quite warm. According to that, it's only 8 degrees out, so I don't know. Outside. Right, let's see what the next thing. While we're waiting for some of that to empty out. Motors, we can load them up. Let's have a look. That's that one done. So we've now got the possibility of doing power.
Milestone reached. It is my honor and privilege to inform you that the fuel-powered generator, as well as the industrial fluid buffer, are now available. Due to a lack of gold in your sector, Caterium will serve as a suitable replacement to construct the fuel-powered generator. Your research into this element was valuable. In fact, you in particular are my most valuable pioneer, but don't tell the others I said that. It would be bad for morale.
Others? What others? I'm on this planet all on my lonesome. There's something she's not telling us. can't seem to find the most comfortable position. Like lying in bed, I can't find a comfortable position. Very relatable. Yeah, I was saying to one of my colleagues who's just had a knee up, and he was saying about struggling to get some sleep. I said, right at that moment in time, that's very relatable. I know you got to look after yourself and stuff like that, but I did feel guilty, you know, when I was I said to work I can't. Obviously, I've been told to take the next week off. And then I'm saying to them yesterday, you know, oh, I've been told, you know, I can't work until I've either seen the physio and they told me what I can and can't do, or you can adapt what I do. And because right at this moment in time, on a Saturday, it's me and one of my colleagues. He's just had a knee up, so it's been me and other people helping me. Now I've had to leave it without me, and other people obviously doing his position and my position. And for people to do his position and my position, they've got to take them from somewhere else. It's just one of those, you know. I know it's just one of those things that can't be helped, but when you work closely with people, it does make you feel a little bit guilty. Yeah, I couldn't imagine what that would feel like for you. Yeah, we're clocking up coupons. Mm. I'm sure you can. Just don't have shoulder pain. It's a panic-inducing level. Then you should have. Wow. Problem I've got is I can't have codeine or anything morphine based. Rid of this and that. Yeah, if I take anything codeine or morphine basic, it makes me appear severely drunk and disorientated. Have I got another box in the area? What am I carrying? Alright. I'm gonna see how we go. It is a bit achy at the moment, but I'll see how we go. Callum's here. She'll probably tell me to stop, but she's not in at the moment. So. trying to find that angle. Yeah, this song needs tweaking.
Neon rain streaks down the chrome-plated street. Reflections blur, a dizzying heat. Skyscrapers pierce the smog-choked air. Whispers of data, a digital prayer. From this rooftop, the city unfolds. A symphony of circuits, stories untold. Glittering spires, a mechanical gleam. Lost in the haze, a cyberpunk dream. Drones buzz by, carrying secrets unseen. Hackers weave shadows on digital screens. Beneath the surface, a rebellion stirs against the machine, the digital curse. From this rooftop, the city unfolds. A symphony of circuits, stories untold. Glittering spires, a mechanical gleam. Lost in the haze, a cyberpunk dream. A lone figure silhouetted in light. A rebel with the cause burning ever so bright. Fighting the system, the digital chains. For freedom's embrace in the cybernetic rain.
Ooh.
From this rooftop, a city
Oh, well.
unfolds. A symphony of circuits, story untold. Glittering spires, a mechanical gleam. Lost in the haze, a cyberpunk dream.
Hey, face planted that then. Right, what have we got left here?
A flicker of hope in the digital veins. A promise of freedom, a future untold. In the heart of the city, brave and bold.
Yeah, but I haven't been getting the advanced inventory slots. It hasn't given them to me when I've been getting them. When I've unlocked them. I don't know why. Give me those coupons. When mods come back, I'm getting the architecture mod and I'm getting the easy curve mod. I can do the circles by hand as you saw with doing the roads, but there's some arch ones I'd like to be able to do. Tickets, coupons. I call the coupons tickets. I don't know why, it's just automatic.
If you sense your productivity slipping when it gets dark, don't worry, this is perfectly natural. Fortunately, fix-it lights allow you to never experience wasteful darkness ever again.
Okay. Okay. Do I have any slugs on me? I don't think so. Okay, where are we going to build? One, two, three. Four. Oh, you got more of these on. No, the coupons are things you can use in the awesome shop to unlock extra things for building with. And things. So like the electric signs, the LED, the lights, LED signs, and all that display signs and everything else. These signs, the lighting, the slopes and the curves and the stairs and everything in the foundations, some of the architecture things, catwalks and walkways, all those sort of things you can unlock. Catwalks. You can, if you put arachnophobia mode on, the spiders will actually have cat heads instead of spider bodies. It'll just be cat heads attacking. Where are some of these other iron nodes? So we can. We've got 4 iron nodes at the moment. At 480 per minute. Sorry, folks. So, what have I done to you? What have I done to you? I was saying sorry for pausing while I was stretching my arm because it was getting a bit painful. Um, 4 meter foundation, 5 by 5. I'm doing that. We haven't got infinite zoop, so we'll make our own sorts of zoopy things. So this will be 2 meter foundation, 5 by 5. That's okay. Where are most of the enough where I am. Okay, 9 out of 10 doctors agree on bad humor can be a cringe. How high is that? Say 4. Give me a sec. Let's go grocery store and buy milk and some dinner. Hopefully back in not so long time. Yeah, I'm gonna see how I go. I might cut the stream short. I don't know. So if I don't see you when you get, if I'm not here when you get back, thank you for being here, and I shall see you at some point. I'm just gonna see how I go at the moment. Perry Perry, aloha, how are you? $16, okay. WBY, does that mean what about me? I'm alright, I'm just in pain at the moment. Yeah, what about you? Yeah, I'm just in pain at the moment, so I've got a problem with my left arm. But we'll get there. Do I want to do it all the way along like that, or do I want to do it slightly different? Okay. All right, let's have a look. Concept of this game is you basically build lots of you harvest loads of resources, build lots of factories, make different items to go up in this big space elevator up here. Our overlords are building something above us, and they were trying to save humanity. So you can build all sorts. You can build lots of things in the game. I recently built a big road right around the whole of the map. So we've got that planned out. You collect various different resources and put them in here to unlock your different tiers. We've got to now make obviously versatile framework here, modular engines and adaptive control units. But just as an example, let's take the modular engine here. I don't even know if I've unlocked the ability to do that yet. Let's have a look. What have I got here? What can I do in this? I mean, I'll pick, say, this one, smart plating. It's one of the first things you ever make. To make smart plating, we need reinforced iron plates and rotors. To make reinforced iron plates, for example, we got some alternate recipes we've unlocked. You can unlock alternate recipes during the game as you're playing. But just say, for example, we chose the basic one. That takes iron plates and screws. To make iron plates, we then have to have these. There's your iron plates, which take iron ingots. To make iron ingots, we need one of these to take the iron ore. So, but they all have different, obviously, ratios. So some people try and make it 100% efficient. So 10 iron plates per minute. This makes 20 per minute. So we could, from that, we could do 2 of those machines for the iron plates. But you've got alternate recipes you can unlock. To unlock the alternate recipes, you can find various different crashed things, get the hard drives out of those things, put the hard drives into this machine, and it can unlock alternate recipes for you. Now, I know from previous playing, those two are not good enough. They're not that good. They're not that good. So I'm going to rescan the hard drive. I don't really want any of those, but if I leave those there, the next hard drive I put in will not pull these 2 recipes because I've already got them on this one. So I'm going to leave that hard drive in there for the moment. But when you're searching around, you can find different things which you can then use to unlock these different items in the tech tree here and stuff. Alien technology, that's unlocking different resources that you've got on the planet already. Caterium's a resource, you can work your way through that tree to unlock things like high-speed connectors, power pill Mark IIs, which can hold more power cables. Mark IIIs can hold even more still. So there's a lot of things in the game. Yeah. Let's get another hard drive on the go for the moment. That's our steel factory that we built a while back. And you've got trucks and cars and trains that you can use for getting things around the map. We recently took this road and rail all the way around the map just so we got it planned out. This is a steel factory we built. It's not one of the biggest, but it's quite big. I've still got to finish the decorating and the architecture for this. So in the corner here, we've got iron and coal coming in to make steel, and we've got some limestone to make some concrete for some bits. Same concept again as with the iron factory. Your raw resources go into these machines, takes iron and coal and makes a steel ingot. They get delivered upstairs here to make steel beams. The other side here, same again, steel ingots go up here, this time to make some steel pipes. Some of those steel pipes go out for us to use, other bits of it come up here to get mixed with concrete to make encased industrial beams. I've never played PUBG and Ark City Raiders and Minecraft. Well, I played Minecraft years and years and years and years and years ago. I don't know if it's just me, but it's feeling really, really warm here. Well, thank you. 1, 2, 3. So there is 16. I'm debating now. Give me a sec. Well, thank you very much for watching the stream. Right, too short. Can I make this? Now that takes 30 to make 30. Well, thanks for having me on in the background while you're watching, while you're working and stuff. Okay, so if we do that, do we need that much though? Okay, 480 so that's going to allow us to get a lot more out of this area. So do we do that? Just be careful when you're talking about your friend's channel in other people's chat, though, that you're not getting into the realms of advertising. So just be very careful. Okay, I'm debating now. Do I just want to do the pure ingots? Because you get a lot for your money. That's fine. I'm just asking you to be careful. That's all. Okay. But we could do, if I wanted to do that, we could do down here, or we could do this. What have we got here? But they're copper notes. Now, do I need more resources or do I make the... These are a lot more efficient. Whereas these are more of a one-to-one. One in, one out. 2 in, 13 out. So say if we were to knock that down to 60. Now, could we do that using trucks? We got all that water here. Well, thank you for the chat and thank you for lurking. Copper. Right at this moment in time, I'm thinking of just turning this into an iron ingot factory. Just bear with me one moment, folks. I'm just going to refresh my coffee and I'm just going to take some tablets. We'll be back in a second. Alright, folks. I think we turn, instead of this being the iron factory, we turn this into a iron ore factory. And all this is going to do is make iron ore. I don't know if that's a good thing, a bad thing to do that. I don't know. Fit. Ho, ho, ho. Good on. Um, I want to build it like that. Mac, good morning to you. Okay. I'm debating, do I want it on display? Oh, okay. says it's overhanging, so I can't even. Right, it's not going to be that much water running through these. Not going to be that much water running through here at all. But I'm going to go with, if I hit the right key. I'm going to take do it like that. Right, we did have we were able to do we did have a mod that did the auto color on the pipes, but the mods aren't working at the moment. I don't know how you save custom swatches. There must be a way of doing it. How do you save custom swatches, please? Give me a second. See how that goes. Doing 60, we want 8 of them. Logical, hello to you. I'm okay. Bit achy, but I'm okay. Okay. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Let's check this out. Still getting used to this. This to be expensive. Yeah, I was going to do an iron factory today, but this is going to be the iron ingots, where the iron ingots are made. Yeah, I'm making the iron ingots and that in here. I'm going to be bringing water in and the resources to make them. I've never tried making a big iron ingot factory before. I normally made the stuff where it's needed. Not connecting the... It's connecting those, but it's not connecting the belts. I don't know why. That's better than nothing. So if we say 10. That's only going to use 80 iron ore. To connect belts, you need a nubbin. Okay. Well, there's no space for a nubbin there, but we'll remember that next time. Okay. Well, that's a 480 belt out. That's one 480 belt there. And it's only using 10 iron ore. Sorry, 80 iron ore for this one lot. And not that much, was it? I'm thinking. We could bring the water in via truck just for the hell of it. No other reason than just for the heck of it. Yeah, I'd need 2 nubbins. So do we want this here? Trying to think. Let's get rid of you. Okay. Put this over. Right, let's clear this for a sec. Hey, this is one of the best tunes. Alright. Just bear with me. For those that don't know, I'm just got a problem. Good tune that. That's too far. Okay, we'll do that one. Debating whether I need this desk dropping a touch more. But then it's as low as it can go. As Beth says, it's easier to drop it than it is to raise it. We've got one, two, this is slightly out of alignment with that. If I do that there, let's see, it's out of alignment. I'm hoping this is in alignment. Yes, that's fine. So we're going to have to do some of our jiggery pokery. It's not working, is it? Do I need to go out further? But you can do. Okay, let's try that.
City hums, electric glow, also love in every road. Passion red, skyline shift with words unsaid. But tonight, colors fade, flickering like dreams betray. Something's wrong, something's changed. Whispered fears behind the face. Neon heartbeat, slowing down. Fading lights across
Okay.
Will the city say goodbye? Once so bright, now running low. Flickering streets don't seem to know. Is it soul? Is it doubt? Or the silence keeping us locked out? But tonight, the colors fade, flickering like dreams betray. Something's wrong, something's changed. Echoes
Do it like that.
neon heartbeat.
About to go into oil production. Wish me luck. Ah, that one, Aussie. Well, are you doing a big oil or are you doing a small oil production?
Cities crying, can't you hear? Lonely echoes drowning fear. If we reach out, hand in hand, could we make the lights expand? One small spark, a whispered song.
To start with a small one so I can get my Mark II pipes, and I'm going to try and use all the oil in the blue crater. Ah, okay. Yeah, I've done a small one the other day just to get the rubber and plastics so I can get the Mark II pipes. I'm just working on iron at the moment, and then I'm going to be going back and dismantling and completely rebuilding the rubber and plastics.
Neon heartbeat, pounding loud, shooting stars.
It is, but I'm doing you're doing the blue crater, I'm doing the Spire Coast. I'm reserving the blue crater in case I need to ramp up, or I'm not in case, but when I need to ramp up my power production. Because on the oil, on the rubber and plastics, I'm going to use the byproducts to make some power over there. Or blue crater, I'll just make my other power. Oh, thank you. These go round the map. This goes completely round the whole map area. In fact, you've just reminded me I might need to go and check on my oil. Because I'll need to flush the temporary things. It's still impressed with your double beam trick for moving things a smidge all this time of being it the hard way. It does help. It does help. Stupid arm. Okay. Alright, it's 12:30. I can take the other tablets now. I've just heard Helen in the background reminding me. Give me 1 sec, folks. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I do apologise, folks. I didn't realise I was still muted after taking the tablets then. So I've been muted for about 5 minutes now. Sorry about that. As I was saying, all right, we'll go back. Yeah, you're saying you are not chatting a lot. That one Aussie. No worries at all. I do understand. I was just what I was saying to you before. I didn't know I was muted. Is yeah. Don't worry about it. Some people have me on while they're working. Some people have me on while they're playing games or doing other jobs around the house or whatever. So don't worry. I understand. Sheldon saying about the computer driving. What I was saying was in Satisfactory up to 1, all the way through and including 1.1. If you had a vehicle on autopilot and you jumped into it, it would stop. You'd have to drive it manually. The only one you could jump into and it will carry on going is the train. In 1.2, I believe if you have like a truck or a car or something on autopilot and you jump into it, it keeps going just like the train would. So that's something we'll have to try and play around with. Yeah, I've heard of people building racetracks. I've heard of people building all sorts of different things for the vehicles and the factory cars. Yeah, some people, I believe, have had competitions in multiplayer, as you say. All I'm doing here, folks, is because this was slightly out of alignment by about that much. I'm just joining this to this using the old beam technique. Lined up there. You'll be lined up here. Yeah, it's a pity I can't get myself a red light. So it's red when it's muted and green when it's not. Factory cart, bumper carts. Yeah, that'd be so much fun, wouldn't it? And if that's a thing, good on them. Have fun. It's one thing I so like about this game. So many possibilities. Yes, and as long as you're enjoying it, it doesn't matter how long it takes you to complete the different stages or the way you build your factory. As long as you're enjoying it, you're playing it properly. That's the way I look at it anyway. Yeah, there's going to be a bit of a gap there, but we can live with that. I did that wrong, didn't I? Zoop. This side. Right. So what we've done is we've come off the track over here. That's on the world grid over there. We come off the world grid a bit. Come down here, and now we're back on the world grid again. So what we build down here will line up with our road. We know that much. We need to get these rails linked up to that, and the road linked up to the rest. Okay. Are you doing it like this? Because I know this is not 100% straight. So you can see it there. And you'll see it here. We'll do the same here.
Hey-ho, Silver!
Morning, Silver. It's not at the moment. It's not at the moment. I ended up in the walk-in urgent treatment centre in one of our local hospitals on Saturday. So, what am I doing? Is that the right one? Yes. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, so I ended up there. The doctor saw the... basically said she understood why the trauma nurse at the GP told me to strap it up, but the doctor at the treatment centre didn't want me to strap it up because I could end up with a frozen shoulder. Which I've had in the past, so I can understand that. So I left there with don't strap it up. We're changing your painkillers. We're taking you off the one that the nurse at the GP gave me on Tuesday. taking you off those, and the long-term painkillers that you're on, instead of being 250 milligrams once a day, we are now giving you 500 milligrams twice a day. So I've gone from 250 to 1,000 milligrams on the tablets. The hospital section said to me it's the tendons in my shoulder going down here that are causing the issues, and to chase the physio. So I rang the physio today. I am on the system. I need to ring up tomorrow to see if there's any appointments. If I get an appointment that's further down the line, they have no problem with me ringing up to see daily to see if there's any cancellations they can fit me into. The only thing is, at the moment, is if the physio is not at my local hospital, if it's at the other one that the hospital shares with, then I would need time to get there on the bus, because I ended up going to the urgent care place on the bus, going there on the bus on the other day, on Saturday, yep. But when Beth told Laura what I was doing and what had happened, Laura and her fiance actually drove an hour or so to come down to make sure they were there to bring me home, so I wasn't on the bus on the way back. Oh, they're working. Yeah, the tendons are working, but she said I've done something to my tendons. It's not been work-related that's caused it, which is a bonus. But I've definitely done something. So the other day, Beth helped me lower this. Beth, got this desk lower. Which was good of her, so I could try and see how I go with that. That helps a bit. Got the got a new wrist rest and a keyboard that works with the wrist rest, just to try and help me out here. I was on about the change in meds. Sorry, I misunderstood you. Well, I took my first higher one Saturday evening. I had them yesterday, and I've had another one today. So they're slowly getting in. It's quite painful at them today at the moment, but I'm just taking my time. See how I go. I'm not going to over push myself. The biggest thing at the moment for me is the hospital said they don't want me to go back to work what's going on there? I must have deleted it by mistake. They don't want me going back to work until either the physios told me I'm okay to do that, or work can adapt what I do. Spoke to work on Sunday. Sorry, on Saturday. I spoke to work Saturday. They told me to Either Ring wants to have spoken to the physio with themselves, or obviously, you know, take it from there sort of thing. But works there, the hospital said if I don't hear from the physio by the end of the week, I'm to speak to the GP and see if the GP will sign me off again, which is a bit of a pain. Right, road's going to have to go down there because I'm going to get that. What I'm thinking of doing, instead of piping the water into here, I'm thinking of seeing if trucks can handle it. Just for the heck of it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying not to overdo it. See, the problem I've got, the biggest issue we've got is no matter how I lie in bed, it's sore one way or the other. And weirdly enough, it seems to hurt them more when I'm lying on my back than it does any other position. I really need to get back into this game. Down an experimental branch, but not started a new save yet. Try VPillow, it worked with my NG. Had some issues. Maybe, yeah. Because I've tried the pillow under the arm, you know, that sort of thing. But I just wish I knew what I'd done, you know. Right, what's going on here? Why are you like that? There you go. Yeah, the experimental, the new 1.2, got a lot of different game modes in if you want to mix your game up a bit. That come as part of standard now. Like what I'm doing, all nodes pure, but the space elevator needs 2 times the amount of parts. If you want to be really cruel to yourself, you can ramp up your power needs. You can ramp up the space elevator. I think you can take the space elevator to 100 times parts needed. Might take it down there. Bring the trucks in here. Then we can come in here and unload the water. Problem with using trucks. They need fuel. I suppose I could do a train running at the moment and then change it to a truck. Once I got the fuel running. That's one thing I never did with these blueprints. I never did a T-junction or a cross-junction. Getting rain in my coffee, yeah. Waters it down, but I think you can actually see splashes every now and again in it. I've got it on the kittens and puppies setting. Yeah, I was reading up on that the other day when I installed experimental. Looks fun, but also make it super hard. Yes, because could you imagine trying to do increased power consumption, and obviously 100 times parts for the space elevator without having the pure nodes on? You could really make it super hard. I mean, the other one that could make it hard as well and make it feel like a complete new game, in a way, would be if you did the what was I going to say, the random nodes. Oh, didn't know you could do that, actually. I don't know if I want to crossroads here or T-junction. I'm going to go with T-junction. Yep. There we go there as well. Anyone else having issues with dismantling in the experimental build? I keep having to relog the game. Not at the moment, no. I'm not having any issues with dismantling now. Nice music now. I wonder why that did a ding. Why did that do a ding? Try CCs, that did ding for you. No, I'm not having a problem with the experimental with dismantling, no. Not that I've noticed, anyway. Let's see if I get... Oh, this right. Oh, nice. That also logged in those. That saves me a bit of a hassle doing that. Ooh, that did not do that properly. No. Okay. get these in. Signals. Path signal. All right, that's it. That's the junction in. Only problem I've encountered in 1.2 to speak of is merges and splitters on lifts, but it's random and intermittent. I've not done them yet, so I can't speak about that. I can't think of anything at the moment that I've come across. But there's always time. There's always time for something. Right, what's up with that? What's up with this? Right, there's our junction there for that. Oh, I need to go from here up to here. There we go. There's our junction. For the trucks and things. Trains. Okay. I just need to decide where everything's going to be coming into here. And I need to decide of how much. Because we have a 480 belt. That's our fastest belt. 480. I'm going to round it up to 10. So we could get 48 groups. Oh, jeez, that could give us... What? No, 80. 80. My mistake. We get 6 lots off one belt. That'll give us 6 480 belts of ore. And that's not it. That's... And we've got about like 4 ores just around us here. We're going to make a crap load. Oh, yeah, I did come across one thing with the lifts. I came across it once where it was leaving a gap between the start of the lift and I wonder if it's still doing it. Let's go and have a look. minor gap there, just a minor one. But there was there, look. That's the only thing I've come across so far. And I've replaced the lift top to bottom, I've replaced the lift bottom to top, and it still does it. As you say, it's not a big deal, but it's there. Okay. So we're gonna have trucks. Yes, there. That belt. Where's the rail going to line up? Well, that's a bonus. Okay. This one needs to go. Let's have a look. Yeah, the water can join up. That's fine. Oh, that's not good. How big do we want this factory, folks? Sod it, we're going big. I'm hoping our waterfall power station will be able to cope with this. The one we built over there. This is going to give us 6 480 belts coming off. The factory must grow, yeah, to be honest, it does. It's a pull factory, it's going to be massive. This is a new thing I'm trying. I've never done it where I've made a factory just making the ingots and then shipping the ingots out to other places. It rings a bell. Unless I've just seen people playing it. Nice Steam page, isn't it? Steam's not opening for me. Honest truth, I don't know. I can't remember. It does ring a bell. You have a good game. What are you playing? I have to move all that, aren't I? I have to move the Giblinator and the Slugginator. Oh, it's a good game. Sorry, I've still always been saying it's a good game. Sorry, Silver. I read the other one as I have a good game. Sorry. Why is that trying to connect on my head? Software couldn't getting used to the controller and now seems very intuitive. Oh, good. I believe a lot of people have said the controller's good. Space Empire, where you have to build economy, navy, employment. No, I've not played that though. I'll probably just recognise the name. That's probably what I do, just recognise the name. I played Satisfactory when it was epic. Before it came on Steam, I could see and understand that it was a very good game, but I did not have the patience and creativity to enjoy it myself. Yeah. Is it still modless? Yes. Satisfactory is still modless. It's only on the stable branch. You can use mods at the moment. Yeah, if I had mods running, I'd have infinite zoop on. Makes it a lot easier when you're building big bases. Infinite zoop would definitely be on. Auto painter would be on, so it would automatically paint the pipes depending on what fluid to go through them. For definite. And the curves. Not for doing the curves like I was doing on the roads, but for doing maybe some arches. All right, folks, if you don't mind, I'm going to call it a day here. I know it's an hour and a half earlier than I normally do, but I just want to try and give my arm a bit of a rest. Is it it's 13th, isn't it? Yeah. Day 13 on the 30th. Do take care and hope resolution comes quickly. Yeah, so do I. We'll just have to wait and see. I've been told to, by the physio, booking to chase physio every day starting tomorrow afternoon. So that's what I'm going to be doing. No problem. Surprised you lasted so long. Well, thank you very much, Sheldon. I appreciate that. And yourself, Silver. Take care. Thank you as well. All being well, I'll be back on a Wednesday. I'll probably do another shorter stream on Wednesday and take it from there. You know, each stream I will take from there. If there's no stream, I will put a message out that morning just to let you all know, just so you're not sitting here wondering when is he starting, if he's starting, is he just late, you know, and all that sort of malarkey and that. But yeah, Wednesday I will start between 10:30 as per usual, and then we'll take it from there. Even if I just do maybe 2 hours a day at the moment, we'll just wait and see how I feel every morning. Well, yeah, thank you for your concern and thank you for your company, most of all. I really do like your company, like chatting, people popping in and out. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. And a big thank you to Crosby Ian this morning, resubscribing on Twitch, tier 1 for 64 months. That is a long time. Thank you so much for your support as well. So, take care, folks. If you're watching on YouTube, please consider clicking the subscribe button down below. If you're watching on Twitch, it's the follow button down below for you, and it is free to do so on both platforms, and it really does support the stream. But yeah, once again, folks, sorry for being not my usual self, and you know, wincing and taking things slowly, but I've, you know, it's just my arm at the moment. So take care, folks. Thank you for your company. Thank you for your concern, and I shall see you on Wednesday. Thank you. Bye-bye.